If you have the sniffles, maybe a toothache, you may not need to call the doctor. It may be as simple as opening the refrigerator door. Men's Health editor-at-large Matt Bean says many everyday problems can actually be fixed by food. And it's all spelled out in the new Men's Health and Women's Health diet books because we each have different needs, don't we?
That's right. These smart food fixes aren't just part of a great weight loss plan that you can find in the Men's Health diet and the Women's Health diet. They're also tons of surprising health fixes in here. You can only get the book at menshealthdietbook.com.
Okay, but you're going to give us a little preview of what we can learn in that book.
Absolutely.
And so let's start off, since this is prime cold and flu season. If you feel the sniffles coming on,
which who doesn't with the weather out there?
Oh, they're nonstop, right? So if you feel it coming on, the
drum
big
roll,
reveal we should go for.
Boom. We got a couple things here for you. Vitamin C, everybody knows that helps reduce the duration of a cold, so great sources of it. Red bell peppers, kiwis, and oranges, but also ginseng. Researchers in Canada found that 400 milligrams of ginseng actually reduce your cold risk by 56%.
So, and you can get it in as a supplement or in tea, does it matter?
As a supplement's easier.
It's going to be a little easier.
It's faster.
Okay. So that's easy for me. Okay, so there's your cold fix.
Absolutely.
If we feel the sniffles coming on. If you're feeling perhaps sad, seasonal affective disorder, the winter blues are coming on, you've got something for that too.
If you're a Packers fan and they're going to lose next week to the Bears, Phil will talk about that in a little bit.
Trash talking before we even get to Phil Simms. How about that?
Bears. All right, there's a surprising reveal right there, flaxseed. So that's actually a great...
Flax seeds are awesome. You can put them in anything. I put them in chocolate chip cookies.
Flax seeds are great. You can put them on your peanut butter here. We've got them on top of some yogurt or some salad. But flaxseed is actually a great way to boost the performance of your cerebral cortex, which is responsible for processing sensory information, including pleasure.
I like it. You can also get flaxseed meal, which you can add to a lot of different things, right? And what about, but it's not just flaxseed that you have here. You have the smoothie, peanut butter and jelly.
Just
different ways to incorporate it.
That's what you're telling me.
The delivery vehicle for my flaxseed. Okay. After your workout, you're feeling good, you're revved up, you're ready to go.
But you're a little sore because you went hard in the gym.
Yeah.
A lot of people think they should just pop an aspirin, but here's the surprising reveal, coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
Caffeine helps my muscles?
Researchers at the University of Georgia found that the equivalent of 2 cups of caffeine significantly reduced muscle soreness.
Go Dogs. Yeah. How about that? I lived in Atlanta for a long time.
All right.
Okay, so we've got the coffee after the workout. When you're wide awake at night, hate it when this happens to me. You can't fall asleep.
Right.
Rather than counting sheep, you recommend a little snack.
Right. Well, most people go with the warm milk,
yeah,
right? Well,
I thought that was supposed to help.
No, it's not, because the protein in the milk actually depresses your levels of serotonin, which you need to get to sleep. But even more important than serotonin is melatonin. Boom, and we've got it here in the banana and the walnut part of this oatmeal dish. I'd probably go with a little bit less than that because the more food you eat, the longer you're going to stay awake.
But this looks prettier. It fills up our bowl. So have a little bit less oatmeal, but with specifically bananas and walnuts.
That's right. They get that melatonin in there. You need to get to sleep.
All right. I like it so far. Up next, if you're a little anxious, maybe this is one reason why you can't sleep the night before. You've got this big presentation. You want to make sure you're on your best.
You're going on the early show?
Hey. You want to make sure you bring your best game, Matt Bean. You bring
Brazil nuts. Now, I know everybody hates Brazil nuts. They're the worst part of the mixed nut.
I've actually come to like them.
People pick around them, and then they're just the last thing left at the end. Well, they're actually a great source of selenium, which is a natural anxiety reducer.
I don't have any
try it. Give it a sample.
So, and only Brazil nuts, huh?
Only Brazil nuts.
They're kind of tasty.
They're not bad. They get a bad rap.
I'm telling you, I have really come to like the Brazil nut. I'm taking it back.
Give it a try.
I will. Okay. Cavities.
Yeah, everybody's got cavities.
We've got all this. Cavities are next. Can you really eat something to help? I mean, besides not eating a lot of sugar, is there something that will help us with cavities?
Absolutely, and the answer here is yogurt.
Stop.
Surprisingly enough, right?
I feel like yogurt is all of a sudden like the it food. It's good for everything.
It really is, especially Greek yogurt.
My favorite.
It's got a lot more protein as far as the calories are concerned. But if you eat yogurt 4 times a week, it'll reduce your risk of calories by 25%, researchers found. So, of course, you should go to the dentist if you feel that pain coming on. It's not going to fix anything. But
right, you should still see your dentist. But in the interim, for a little preventive medicine,
definitely incorporate it into your
yogurt
daily routine.
4 times a week. If you want to fight aging.
And who doesn't?
Wrinkles, perhaps.
That's right.
Send them away.
Natural way to do it is beta-carotene. Boom, check it out. Red cabbage has 15 times the amount of this natural wrinkle fighter. And red bell peppers, which we saw over there to reduce colds, have 9 times as much beta-carotene as their green cousins.
Wow. And always, this comes back to the more color in your foods, right? The better that they are for you.
Absolutely, and those are vibrant.
Okay, and this last one falls in line. This one is for you ladies out there. PMS. Actually, it's for men, too.
Happens to the best of us.
Perhaps, because trust me, it's not always pretty, as a number of men will tell you as well. You have something to actually help us with PMS.
That's right. It's actually a really interesting ingredient. It's
chocolate.
I wish it was.
No.
It's saffron. So that's one of the most exotic spices that you can get. But saffron, just 15 milligrams a day has been shown to reduce irritability, fatigue.
Wow.
It's actually a great thing because it helps you bring your levels of serotonin back up, which we talked about before. That's an important neurotransmitter.
Can you put it in chocolate?
You can mix it around in chocolate. It might be a little weird, but...
It's worth a shot, right?
That's right. I
Matt
go with
Bean,
it.
thanks. Always
Thanks
good to
a lot.
have you with us. We appreciate it.